Session two. And today, Miss Bethany Allen, say hi, Bethany.
Hello.
She's gonna be my co-host.
Yay.
And we showed up in our workout clothes because we are talking about, I know, so we're like, this is what I work on. We are talking about giving your skincare a boost. And how many of you like get in a workout routine where you're like on the elliptical and you've been doing good, you've been losing some weight, but it's time to like up the ante? And so that's what today is. We talked last week about skincare and about like the essentials. And this week we're going to talk about supplements that we can add into your regular rituals to give that skin a boost. So we're talking about filling up your roll-up bag so you feel confident. And remember, we last week we filled up the first pack here with skincare. So figuring out what your skin needs with just basic skincare. The second column, the second roll-up bag portion is a great place to do your supplements, which is what we're going to talk about today. So when you're selling products at appointments, this is a great thing to have out with all of your demos and to categorize it in that way. So pack number 1, skincare, pack number 2, supplements, and then we'll get to 3 and 4 in the next 2 weeks. And then they see you working out of this, and then they see how it rolls up and how it's a great travel bag. This will sell you $100, $200, $300 worth of product. But it's really important for you to know what you should use for your own skincare. So Bethany is going to help me today, and we are going to have a quick refresher. So let me pop over here and share my screen. Okay, so we're going to have a quick refresher on skincare, right quick. Everybody see this okay?
Yep.
At Mary Kay, it all begins with beautiful skin. That means at the end of the day, we don't want to have any skincare regrets because we didn't take good care of our skin. Whether you are a simple, just wash and moisturize kind of girl, or whether you like to have extra steps, we have products from acne to botanicals to age fighting. We can customize a routine for you. If you want to defend against the free radicals that are in the environment, our amazing 3D skincare set is for you. It's a really simple routine. In the morning, you cleanse moisture. At night, you cleanse moisture and an eye cream a couple times a day. And I love that the moisturizers are different colors, so it makes it really simple. If you are at a place in your life where you want to rescue your skin from the damage that has already happened from the sun, from the environment, then our TimeWise Repair line is for you. It has exciting ingredients in it like plant stem cells. We have a botanical line with botanically derived ingredients for younger skin. We have a Mary Kay Naturally line with naturally derived ingredients. Our acne line called Clear Proof, it has benzoyl peroxide and salicylic acid in it. So it not only clears up current breakouts, but helps with future breakouts. And of course, we don't want to forget the men. So no matter what your skincare needs are, whatever stage of life you're in, we have the right skincare system for you. We want you to have beautiful, healthy skin for a lifetime.
All right. Okay, so if you needed a refresh on what skincare line to be using, and remember we can mix and match those, but let's jump into our supplements, which, hold on, we're going to talk about this right quick. And then Bethany, you're going to take it away. Okay, so these are a couple of supplements we talked about last week over here on the left side. So we did talk about charcoal mask, which helps clear out your blackheads. And it's great to like clean out the impurities underneath the skin. So we talked a lot about that with our Clear Proof line. Pretty much every woman can use that. We also talked about the Revealing Radiance Facial Peel and what that does to our anti-aging skincare line. So definitely 2 treatments that you can do in spa nights. Tonight, we're going to hit on the moisture renewing gel mask and also the hydrogel eye patches. So Bethany, do you want to take it away?
Yes. So I was going to go ahead and start with the time-wise additions for you. And so the first thing on there is the 3-in-1 cleansing bar. When you open it, it looks something like this, and has a nice little container in there. And with it, you can put on a rag. So that helps with cleanliness. I know like some people that bothers them to have soap bars. So you put on a rag. It's really great for having it in the shower. It cleanses, exfoliates, and refreshes all at the same time, and you put it on your face and your neck. So it's just really great for the shower. And it is anti-aging, so it's just one great thing to have as another additional step for that. The next one is the Time-Wise Age Fighting Moisturizer. It does come in normal, dry, or combination oily. This is not the same as the 3D moisturizer. I didn't actually have one of these on hand, but I don't know, Amanda, if you had one. I didn't warn you, sorry about that. But it's good for sensitive skin, and it hydrates for 10 hours, and it does help with reducing fine lines and wrinkles. And like I said, it's not the same as the 3D. Carrie has it up there. It kind of looks like the old packaging, so that's something that you can also notice as well. I know a lot of women that have used it in the past. They still like using this. My mom, she didn't like the new 3D line, so it's just something that was an option for her as well, because it is also good for sensitive skin. And like I said, it comes normal, dry, and combination oily. And if I'm talking too fast, please tell me, because I do have the tendency to do that. The next one is the Time-Wise Moisture Renewing Gel Mask. They did update the packaging on this somewhat recently. And with this one, when you push it out, it's a clear gel, and you leave it on for 10 minutes. It has glycerin in it, which is a really great key ingredient in a lot of our products that helps with attracting moisture. And that's also an ingredient that is also good to know about, because I know for me personally, I have customers that can have to stay away from glycerin as well. So that's just a good ingredient to know about if a product has it in it or not. And you can also, for extra moisture, you can leave it on overnight. So you can do it for just 10 minutes and wash it off. And I like to use the mask applicator to put it on, or you can leave it on overnight for that extra moisture all the way through the night. So that's your moisture renewing gel mask.
Awesome. Okay, so let me explain a few things that I have learned over the years about a couple of these. So the 3-in-1 cleansing, you guys hear me okay? Okay, the 3-in-1 cleansing bar is great for women who, or anybody, men, women, boys, girls, who might struggle with oily skin and acne skin. Particularly if they have acne prone like chest or back, that's gonna be a really good product for them. Also, if somebody's just a bar, like a bar kind of girl or a man, they're gonna love it in the shower. And then a lot of them will have the bar in the shower, and then the full size cleanser at the sink, so they can do the shower, and then whenever they take their whatever, shower in the morning, cleanse at night. So if you have somebody who's like, man, I just cannot get rid of this oily acne prone skin, and maybe they don't really need the Clear Proof line, or the Clear Proof isn't really working for them, have them try that 3-in-1 bar. It's also great to clean your brushes with. Did you share that, Bethany? Okay, yeah. So I just keep it in this little doodad, and once a week I run my brushes under the water along that, and it will last forever to cleanse your brushes with. So I like to cleanse my brushes with things that I'm already putting on my face. So I'm not going to put Dawn soap on my face. I'm not going to put anti-bac alcohol type things on my face. So anything that's touching your brushes is going to touch your face. Then the age fighting moisturizer. So that was from our old Miracle Set line. And yes, you will have people that are like, I just don't like the thickness of the new Miracle Set 3D. So you have that option. It's a little thinner, but it doesn't have the 3D complex in it. Okay, so just an FYI. The other thing, I don't know if you guys know this, but when they brought out the Miracle Set 3D, even though it is unscented, it had like a spa-like smell to it. And some people really loved it and some people really did not like it. And so I think in the fall, when they actually took that out, whatever that ingredient was, and so now it doesn't have a smell. So if you have somebody that's like, I didn't like how that smelled, she might like the new way that they've created the 3D packet or the 3D product. So it hasn't changed what it does. It just doesn't have that fragrance in it. Does that make sense? Okay, let's go back over here. Okay, we're gonna watch another video. Ready?
You know, multimasking is one of our favorite mother-daughter pastimes. Whether you are masking alone or doing it with a friend, I want you to know that this masking experience is great to target different areas of the face and different concerns on the skin all at once. For myself, I know I love indulging in this power care once a week to get my skin ready for the week. How about you, Madison? I'm doing it for your great. I love that. So regardless of what you're doing with your mask, you can use this power pair once a week to enjoy refreshed, beautiful, gorgeous skin. Step one, you're going to determine the areas of the face that are the oiliest. Usually that's the T-zone, the lower forehead, the nose, and the chin. And this is where you will apply the deep cleansing charcoal mask. You can do this with your fingertips, or you can use the Mary Kay masking applicator like Madison is. This triple action charcoal mask deeply cleanses the skin and helps clear the way to beautiful, clearer looking skin. It's formulated with activated charcoal, which acts like a magnet to unplug the pores, and it's clinically shown to remove excess oil and reduce shine. The smell is incredible also because of the rosemary and peppermint, and it's going to give you a nice cooling sensation. Madison, how is it feeling? Amazing. Awesome. So I love this charcoal mask because as it begins to dry, you actually see light areas and dark areas on the face, showing that it's actually absorbing and doing what it's supposed to do and pull stuff out of those pores and give you that deep cleansed effect. Now, as Madison is continuing to finish her charcoal mask, you can apply this mask, the Time-Wise Moisture Renewing Gel Mask, to the drier areas of your face. This is usually under the eyes and along the sides of the cheek. You can use this with your fingertips, or once again, you can use another clean Mary Kay masking applicator. We absolutely love this mask too, don't we, Madison? We do, yes. It's going to hydrate, it's going to lock in moisture, de-stress. It's also going to purify, it's going to nourish, calm, firm, and smooth the skin, and even minimize the look of pores. I like using it when I have low energy. It just wakes my face up. How does your face feel? Does it feel awake? Energized. Energized. I love that. So now that you've applied both of these masks, all you have to do next is enjoy some me time. In fact, Madison, I can't wait to jump in and have some me time with you. So 10 minutes on the face and you'll be treated to the aromatic scents of botanical extracts and the feeling of silky smooth formulas on your skin. It's a true pampering experience to add to your regular skincare regimen.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I think I have a couple pictures. Oh, sorry. Trying to get out of this. Okay. So let's move over to, I'm going to talk to you about the, okay, so I saw a couple questions. Robin, how do you let people try the cleansing bar? That's kind of a hard one to demo. I would just talk about the 100% guarantee. So if they try it and they don't love it, they can swap it for, you know, the full size. That's just hard, especially right now with the sanitary thing. So, okay, so in your Product Confident book, I forgot to mention, we're on the second section, so you can take your notes, and we're going to move into the part where it talks about replenishing serum C plus E. So let's talk a little background on this, because we've had serum C plus for many years, and recently they just updated this to make it a serum C plus E. And as we age, we lose our collagen in our skin. So around like age 20, we just naturally start losing the collagen and the elastin in our skin. Free radicals, you're going to hear that word a lot because we are an anti-aging company. So free radicals are the bad guys. Okay, so those are things that are in the air that get on our skin and that weakens the elastin, it weakens the collagen in our skin. Those are also the things that are like cause cancer. Okay, so, and you know, you're going to hear about free radicals all the time. So when you use products that have antioxidants, it helps to fight that aging process and fight the free radicals. Okay, so pure vitamin C, which is ascorbic acid, is really hard to get. I mean, you have to eat it in order to get it. Well, not everybody eats, you know, oranges every day. That's the only way that you're going to get it. And Mary Kay actually created a way to get vitamin C stable enough, because once it touches air or water, it becomes unstable. So they created the serum that's stable enough so that you can actually topically apply it to your skin. And it naturally repairs your skin. It has antioxidant properties that helps to build collagen. Now, vitamin E is also a great antioxidant, and it's critical for protecting your skin against premature aging as well. When you pair the two together, it works like double whammy. Okay, so also vitamin E makes vitamin C more stable. So when they were able to figure out how to put those together, it was like, it's amazing. So if you have somebody that's like, I feel like my skin is kind of blah, like they're losing that elasticity in their skin, they want the bounce back in their skin, they're going to love this type of a product. I feel like it's like lifting weights. It helps to build collagen back into your skin. So it's going to build that collagen back into her skin. It's like building the muscle in when you're lifting weights. It's also great for people who live in like high pollution areas. So out in California, you know, LA, like places where there's just a lot of smog. It's also great for scarring, and it prevents and helps with the stretch mark process. So if you have somebody that's really into preventing stretch marks, that was me. I mixed it with some of my lotions that I put on my belly, and it helped to keep that collagen into the skin. So I want to share this picture with you. Okay, so this is Pam Jones. She's a sales director in our area, and she had carotid surgery, carotid arteries blocked, and they went in, and this was like, you know, right after, or a day or so after. And then I can't remember if this was 12 weeks or 8 weeks, but this was her using the vitamin C serum on it. So it's great for scarring. This is also a picture of somebody who had chemo. Is it chemo or radiation? I think this was the chemo. Or radiation, I think, or maybe it was radiation. I can't see what it says right there. Pure vitamin C supports your skin's natural repair process. So I think this was the radiation that she had in, you know, for her cancer treatments. And so this is a before and after of that too. I was going to tell you something else about this. Can't remember. Okay. Any questions about vitamin C plus serum? No. Okay, let's move on to the firming eye cream.
Amanda, how often can we use it? Can we use it every day?
Yes, you can use it 2 times a day.
Okay. And just don't use it on the same time you use your retinol.
Yes.
So
we are going to get to,
and the retinol in the night.
I'm sorry, say that again.
Use the vitamin C and E in the morning and the retinol at night.
Correct.
Okay.
So we're going to get into the clinical solutions portion, and you guys, there's a really great slideshow that is on our Achievers group that walks you through the entire, just everything about Clinical Solutions. It's the one that I did as a guest event, I think a month or so ago. So when you're walking through the retinization process, so those 8 weeks of Clinical Solution, doing your retinization period, there's a few things you don't want to use during that time frame. And one of them is vitamin C and E, and like the facial peel, anything that is going to be exfoliating, the eye patches, just during the time that your skin's getting used to the retinol. Once your skin is adjusted to it, then you can add in things as your skin or your client's skin can tolerate. So I am okay with my vitamin C plus E every other night, and then I alternate the Clinical Solutions. So that works well for me. Those are just things that you will work individually with your people, okay? The next thing we're gonna talk about is our firming eye cream. Y'all, before we had Miracle Set 3D, this was probably my #1 seller. I mean, I have sold so much firming eye cream. And now that a 3D complex is in that Miracle Set 3D, like it's built in, I sell tons of that. But I still have people who love our firming eye cream. So there is a difference between the two. First of all, this one is going to be a heavier cream. Okay, so it's going to be a thicker, formula. The Miracle Set 3D eye cream is a lighter formula. So some people like to use this at night and the 3D in the morning. The 3D is also, because it's a lighter weight, it absorbs way faster. So you can put that makeup on pretty much right after you apply the 3D eye cream. This needs a few minutes to kind of absorb into the skin. So what this is good for is it's a firming, it's a brightener, it's a moisturizer, plus it minimizes fine lines and wrinkles. So I am gonna share again my screen. And I want to show you guys this comparison chart. So these charts are on InTouch. If you go under Product Central, you can go to the left side and it says comparison charts, and you can compare all kinds of things. But I pulled this one up so you guys could see. If you are like, I don't know how to answer that question, what is the difference between our eye creams? I didn't know how to answer that either until I pulled this up. So this is beneficial so you guys can compare, the different types of eye products that we have. And I just wanted to point that out to you guys so you could, know where to go get that if you needed to. Both eye creams are amazing. They really are. It's just going to be probably your preference of what your customer likes. Okay, the next thing we're going to talk about is tone correcting serum. I'm going to go ahead and show you a picture since I'm over here. Tone correcting serum. What is this for? This dramatically evens the appearance of your skin tone, and it's clinically shown to significantly improve skin brightness. So if you guys can see a difference, January 7th to January 22nd, this is the first picture, this is the second picture. So if you have people that struggle with uneven skin tone, particularly sun damage, like freckles and discoloration, also here is, the top is her before, the bottom is her after, and that's within 3 weeks. So sometimes people won't notice it unless they take pictures. Okay, but especially if they're looking at these types of skin tones where it's uneven, but you might not notice it unless they take a picture. Okay, so let's talk about the tone correcting serum. There's actually a really great story behind it. So it features a first ever brightening breakthrough in our patent. You guys know that we have over 1,400 patents on our products. This actually carries 2 patents and they're developing a 3rd one. It's pending. It took 10 years to develop this particular product. Like, that is amazing that Mary Kay spends that much time developing products for us and testing them. and getting patents. Well, patents mean nobody else in the market can develop that. Like we have that patent. What they found out was that navy beans even out the skin tone. And so that's the main ingredient in here that helps even out the skin tone. Okay, is a navy bean. And 95% of women experience the look of dark spots reduced after a 12-week period. So if you have people that are like, I have hyperpigmentation, dark spots, skin discolorations, freckles, sun damage, those are women that might enjoy this. Okay, and then the next thing I'm going to talk about is our lip primer. And our lip primer, our lip primer, so side note, if you see any product that says Time-Wise, okay, we have so many products that say Time-Wise, that means there's anti-aging built in it. Okay, so if it's body care, skincare, glamour, Time-Wise means anti-aging. Okay, so this is Time-Wise Age Fighting Lip Primer. And it's like a clear formula. So it's white when you apply, like it's white in color, but it's clear when you apply it. And this helps for many different things. The thing I love about Mary Kay is we have multi-purpose products. So this is not just to keep your lipstick on, although that is what it's created for. It also helps to fight the fine lines and prevent fine lines around the lips or feathering or fading. So if you have somebody who's been a smoker for years, a lot of sun damage, she's going to notice a lot of fine lines around her mouth and she's not going to like it. And when she puts lipstick on, a lot of times it's going to bleed out of those because that kind of the lip line diminishes as we get older. So there's not like a defined lip line. So this will help keep that inside of her lips. It also extends the wear of their lipstick, lip gloss, lip liner, and it helps with the feathering. It feels amazing too. I would encourage you to open up one of these and use it yourself. Because if you put it on at night, it just feels great. And then you're fighting the aging process. Okay, any questions? Oh, you always apply this before your lipstick.
I have a question about it. So with the feathering around the lips, would you, if someone struggles with that more than, like for me, I don't have that problem right now.
Yeah.
But if someone struggles with that more, would they extend, like would they go out anymore with the primer onto the feathering, even though they wouldn't be putting lipstick on that part, but for that anti-aging around?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. So it's going to help with the aging process and the fine lines. So they can go around it. Now, when they do like their liner, because usually those women need a liner so that they can line their lips, and it also helps to keep the color inside of the lip line. Then of course they're just going to follow their lip line or maybe a tad bit outside of it.
Okay.
Back to you, Bethany.
Yeah. So sorry, I thought it was a question popping up, but Jessica said she starts it as part of her night routine. So yeah, it's always good to have extra help with the anti-aging on the lips. I know that's something that, like, even if you're not a smoker, I think it just happens. All right. So we're on to the last repair supplement, which is the biocellulose mask. It's always a great mouthful. So when you get it, it has a box like this, and there's 4 of these little packets in there. It keeps them individually wrapped because there's a lot of moisture in there. It's like boom, moisture, baby. It's Korean technology. So when you open these up, and you can see an image on the little thing, the supplements thing here, what it would look like. It does look a little interesting when you actually put it on your face. But so what is amazing about this is you can see that visible lift if you're using it. I mean, most of our masks here, you don't want to use it more than 2 times a week. And that applies to this one as well. Women who used it found their increase in moisture for 24 hours, which is a really great long time. And they saw the visible lift within 2 weeks of using it. So if you think about that, 2 times a week for 2 weeks, it's only using it 4 times to see a visible lift. That's a pretty impressive amount of time. And the women that are going to want to use this is people who want like a more intensive facial treatment, or they have an upcoming event, something that's kind of fun. I remember this was before I sold Mary Kay, and Renee, my sister, you guys know, has been doing it a little longer than me, and she brought these to my bachelorette party, and we did it to my bachelorette party. So I mean, that was only a one-time use at that time, but it's really great if you know someone that's getting married, you're like, hey, you want to have your best skin ever? Here you go. I mean, of course you want the other stuff as well, but this is a great supplement to have for upcoming events, and you leave it on for 20 to 30 minutes. And it is really fun to do these with a group of people, just like the gal in the video. It's fun to do it with other people to mask with them. So that's the biocellulose mask.
And I have a picture, I have a couple pictures, because these results are really phenomenal. Again, I'm going to drop these into our Facebook group. So I just hadn't got there yet. I want to finish the skincare. I'll put all the skincare together, but they do look a little scary. I'm not going to lie. They are like, my kids were kind of like, oh my gosh, what is going on? So they kind of look funny, but this is her before, this is her during. They have these little flaps that you can choose to go over the eyelids. And I would encourage you to use them and maybe jump in the bathtub and like lay back for 30 minutes, because they don't really stick to your face. You kind of need to lay back. This is her immediately after, and then this is her the next morning. So there's 4 in a pack. The way that I sell these a lot is letting the hostess use it. So it'll cost you, I think it costs you $7.50 per packet. So that's a great hostess gift. You know, if she does the biocellulose mask and everybody else do, you know, something else, the product sells itself, and then they get to see her do it, and it's kind of fun. Now, if I have people that are working towards, you know, a big event like a wedding, things like that, they'll use them for weeks up to it. But check this out too. Like, you don't necessarily have to use it on your face. You can use it on your neck. So this is before, during, right after, and 24 hours later. Let's see. Can you use a biocellulose mask during the clinical solutions period? I don't think so. I think we need to check on that, but I'm pretty sure.
It's another intensive one. I would think probably not.
Because they recommend not doing the eye patches during that time frame. So I would imagine not that, but that's something we could look into. Okay, so let's go and talk about, we're going to the next page. We're going to finish up with these special solutions and then the clinical solution. So I'm going to talk about the skin vigorating brush first. I'm going to share my screen again. Okay, so the skin vigorating brush you can use with any cleanser, and you can use it in the shower. You can use it at the sink. It doesn't really matter. Like, it can get totally submerged in water. Our old one was kind of like just a little bit, but this one is good. And these pictures, this is from the lookbook. Okay, so I believe this is in every lookbook. This is the difference of using the skin vigorating brush and using a hand. The difference that it makes in how clean our skin gets is amazing. So does everybody use one of these yet, or have maybe not quite opened it? Okay, let me pin myself here. OMG, you guys, this is a game changer. Okay, so it comes with a charger. So no batteries are involved. I had, with the old one, I had people who the batteries kind of rotted out and because they got wet. There's no problem with this. I've actually only had to charge mine one time since I got it. And this came out like 2 years ago. Okay, so it comes with at least one head. I think actually 2. I can't remember if it comes with 1 or 2, but the kit is $75. Okay, and then they replace their 2 heads for $20. So that's a really great price. There's 3 volumes. So there's like a slow, a medium, and a fast speed. This does not spin. this vibrates, it oscillates. So you use this for a minute with your cleanser, whichever cleanser you use. After 1 minute, this automatically turns off. So you know that you're using it for a full minute. So let me tell you some stats on what this does. It oscillates more than 200 times per second, and it's clinically shown to remove dirt, oil, and makeup 4 times better than if you use your hands. Okay, so dirt, oil, makeup, pollutants, all that. And okay, so I think there are 2 heads in the package. So like you can sell this and the woman can use, you know, one head, and then they could swap it out. The husband can use the other head. So they could use the same, you know, system, but then they change out their heads, and they change these out every 3 to 4 months. Okay. And they'll know because they get kind of, you know, worn down. Now, there is also a facial massage head that they can add on for $25. Same thing, like it just vibrates. And this, you know, when I first saw this, I'm like, what is this? Like, I'm not gonna lie. But when I learned about it, I'm like, this makes sense. Okay. The massage head, they're kind of hard. I mean, they're bendable, but they're hard. So they bend to your face, but it brings blood flow to the surface. So when blood flow is brought to the surface, our skin looks and feels healthier. Okay. It also helps serums absorb better. So you use this with your serums. So you like your vitamin C plus E, your tone correcting lotion, even your anti-aging lotions, and you can massage your serums in your moisturizers into your face. It promotes microcirculation, which brings the oxygen and the nutrients to the skin. So it has 24,000 sonic powered micro massages to your face. That sounds amazing, right? And you can use this on your neck as well. So there's been some pictures and some studies and results that when we use it down here, it also helps with that aging process. So if you use it every day, daily use leaves your skin looking healthier and feeling more fit. And you could use it for 2 minutes. So you would do this 2 times if you used it on your face and your neck. Okay. Does what help with breakouts? The cleansing brush like this, Rachel?
Yeah.
Yes. So if you have women that like, I don't wash my face, I just do it in the shower. This is fun. And also for children, like teens, if she's having a hard time getting her kids to do it, this is fun. Put it in the shower. People tend to use to wash their face more. If she's struggling with dryness, it's a great exfoliator. If she's struggling with oily blackhead type skin too, it's going to help cleanse it more. So yes, all of that. Show how to take off the head again. I just do it from the bottom and pull it off. It snaps right back on. Okay, it comes with 1 head. Thank you, Carrie. Yep, so they just pop right off. Anything else? Okay, the next thing we're going to talk about is some creams for dry skin. So there's 3 of them that we're going to talk about. The first one is Intense Moisturizing Cream. You guys, this has been around probably as long as the Extra Moist Night Cream. So if you have older clients, they're going to say, I want the pink stuff or I want the purple stuff. And that's what that means. So and they'll be like, it's in a jar. And by the way, it comes with a little spatula. So when they open this, they're not having to put their fingers in and contaminate it. They can use their little spatula and pull out what they need. So the pink stuff is called Intense Moisturizing Cream. And the purple stuff is called Oil-Free Hydrating Gel. Okay, so these have no anti-aging in them. They are pure hydration. So they both help replenish the skin's moisture and form a protective shield to minimize moisture evaporation. So they both are great to help lock in the moisture. There's no anti-aging built in them, like I said. So these were kind of like the old Mama Jammas. And then of course, as anti-aging has developed, they've created some of these other things. So most of the time, how I use these and sell these are going to be to women who just need extra hydration at times during the year. For instance, January and February, people get like extra flaky, right? They're just super dry. We don't necessarily need to change up their whole regimen. We just might need to add in one of these supplements for a time being. So factors like temperature, humidity, age, hormones can also upset like the balance of our moisture of our skin, the moisture balance. So we might just need to add a little dab of something like this after we apply our regular moisturizer. Okay, and you can do it morning and night. The pink one is going to be great for dry skin. The purple one is more for like normal to oily skin. Okay, now we've learned some really great tips about this purple one. And I'm not saying that it can't be used with the pink one too, but the pink is a little bit thicker. So like, I don't know if you guys can see this, but I'm holding this upside down and it's not moving. Okay, so it is a little thicker. The purple one, my mom loved this when she was, so she had breast cancer and then she did the reconstruction surgery where they stretched her. Well, that stretching of the skin was really tight and she used this around up in here so it made it less tight. It's more silky and kind of a loose feeling and nice and cool feeling. So they could use it here for the moisturization, things like that. But what we have learned is you can mix this with foundations, concealers. So if you have a customer that's like, I just want to use up this foundation that I have, but it's kind of like dry and I don't really like how it looks on my skin, she can mix a little bit of this with it and it gives it more hydration. It looks more glowy. Then she can use up her old stuff and then switch over to her Mary Kay stuff. So that's a great way for people to stay loyal to you as well. If you can help them figure out like a way to use their stuff up and then they can transfer things over as they run out of their eyeliners and moisturizers and stuff, they will know that you like appreciate them and you're a value to them. So this is great for concealers as well. That might be a little bit dry. It's also great for this. So if you have people that are like, I just cannot get rid of this puffiness under my eyes, have her mix it with her concealer or use it under her concealer, and that makes a difference as well. Okay, now if you have somebody with extra dry skin, like, you know, super duper duper flaky, then they might really enjoy this extra emollient night cream. This has been around for years and years. And if you were at the Beauty Hacks, Jen talked about how she bought this, her mom bought this in gobs when she was missionary over in Africa because they didn't have medicine. And they use this for everything. So for bug bites, for scratches, burns, you guys, it is like, it just heals up the skin. So I use this as my diaper rash preventative and my diaper rash healer, and it does it like that. Like, I can't find anything else that does it, works as well. So give these to your mamas who are having babies. Put this in her gift, in her baby shower gift. She will love it. So it's called the pink stuff. People were like, I want that thick pink stuff. This is also the same exact thing that's in the satin hand set, the hand softening, the first step, but this has pink dye in it and that one does not. But it's the same exact thing. So my grandma uses on her skin every night. She likes that real thick hydration, and that's probably why she looks amazing. She uses this with all of her other stuff. It's great for cuticles. It's great for heels. It's great for elbows. Anywhere that's like just extra, extra dry. They're going to love this. You know, I've even heard like you could put it at the tips of your hair as an overnight like deep conditioner and then wash it out the next day. So I think that's all the tips that I have on that one. And then the last thing I'm going to talk about is our oil-free eye makeup remover. Oh yeah, you've used it on a scar and it keeps it soft. Cool. Yes, the lips around. So if you have anybody's kids who, licks and licks and licks and it becomes red, that's another thing you can use it for. Okay, the last thing I'm going to talk about is our signature #1 selling product. You guys know that we sell one of these every 3 seconds. One of these every 3 seconds. Crazy. You guys, once they try it, they never go back. Seriously, they never go back. So it is called our oil-free eye makeup remover. This is why it's one of your products in your starter kit. Anything that's in your starter kit is high selling, easy to sell. Let people try it, they will buy it. And it looks oily, but it's oil-free. So our eyelids tend to be oily. We don't want to put any oily based products around our eyes. That's why we don't put the moisturizer up there. We try to do it just under. Because then our eye makeup, there's something there. So then our eye makeup does not stick to our eyes very well. And that's why it gets creasing and it fades off and it feathers out throughout the day, or it doesn't stay the right color. It's not as intense. Well, if they use oil-free eye makeup remover, they don't have that problem. It removes all of that. And it's gentle enough to not pull on that really delicate area. So this is just skin and bones. And we don't want to tug, tug, tug. We literally can just have them put it on a cotton ball. And I do this a lot of times on my virtuals. I'll just go like this and not even really pull. And then I'll go like this and they can see, basically it's my whole eye right here. And then I can kind of clean it up just a little bit. So it goes on wet, dries to a powder. No residue will be left on their eyelids. So if you have somebody that's like, my eye makeup runs under here, it's probably what she's using to take her eye makeup off. But you guys, this is also good for pen. Like if your kid's getting pen or marker, just wipe it off. It wipes it right off. Bubble gum out of the hair. It's removed nail polish out of my carpet, orange nail polish out of my light carpet. Stick on tattoos. Like it is a staple for every single mom and every single teacher or grandma. Oh, it's alcohol free and safe with contacts. It's also safe with lash extensions. So lashes are super duper in right now. The name of the pink stuff is called Extra Emollient Night Cream. Okay, any questions about that before Bethany takes back over? Bedding and hardwood floors. That's awesome. Okay, Bethany, go ahead.
Yeah, I will. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about is the next thing on the list, which is our eye primer. And so Amanda was actually just talking about that extra oil that can be on our eyelids. So our eye primer comes in this little cute little gray tube here. And what's great about it is, I mean, you just put a little bit on, you don't need a whole lot, and you would swipe it across your eyelid. And what it does is it extends that eye color wear, and it's a waterproof formula. So it helps with keeping it on longer. And also the pigmentation of the eye color is a lot stronger as well because it's holding it on together and longer. So it's it just really does justice to your eye colors whenever you have an eye primer on. The Indulge Soothing Eye Gel, I don't have that one on hand. It's a little jar and it's blue, and what it has is a clear with a blue formula inside of it. And what it does for you, and if Amanda showed a little bit ago, it was that chart of the eye creams. It also had the eye patches and the soothing eye gel on it. And it shows really those two products have very similar benefits, refreshing tired eyes, and with the, Carrie has that, thanks Carrie, you got my back there. It has the refreshing, the biggest difference between this and the patches is the patches are going to help, and I'll show those in a second, but they're going to help with the dullness underneath your eyes. But something I thought was really neat about the eye gel is, and I didn't know this before I was looking up some extra facts about it, is that it's really good to actually put a little bit above on your brow bone to help with refreshing your tired eyes as well, and having the boost of moisture. And it has green tea extract, which also is a really great moisturizer. So, and I'll talk back to the eye patches in a second, but that's the main thing I want to touch on is that extra boost of moisture. It's going to soothe the under eye, but it can also help with the brow bone area because you do sometimes have that puffiness up there as well. The next one is the oil mattifier, and really what this is really for girls that have oily skin. So it's gonna be something that you want to put just a little bit on more of your shiny areas. So I know a lot of girls that they're shiny right here around their nose and on their forehead. And you would want to apply it to those more shiny areas and allow it to dry. You're not gonna want to like cake it on because there's really nothing that you want to cake on of our stuff. But you can reapply it if you need to, but it helps with controlling that shine. For 8 hours is what we have it tested to be, is 8 hours to help control the shine. The next one is the hydrogel eye patches. And sorry, I have all my stuff set up around me here. Oh, here we go. It was hidden from me. Okay, so like I said, this has similar benefits as our soothing eye gel, but it's going to help with the dullness underneath your eye. And it also just depends on your customer's preference or your preference if you're filling your own bag. I know for me, my preference is the eye patches because I really like it feels like more of a spa experience. So and I'm going to open it up. So with this, it comes with a little spatula and it has a cap to it to seal the moisture in there. So that's a really great thing too, because if you don't use it every single day, you're not going to use it all within a month because there's 30 pairs in there. So it's good to keep that moisture seal on it. But if you can see that, it looks like, it always reminds me of yin yang, okay? But you put this inner part towards your eye and bring it out here. Now there are ladies that they use it all over the face. They use it for their, these lines here. Oh, I don't remember all the line nicknames, but for these lines here, I saw a picture of a Mary Kay gal that had it all over her face. And I mean, it made me laugh, but you can definitely do that. So that, it has the burst of moisture. It helps with under eye puffiness. And then it also is one that has the glycerin as well. So that helps with the dullness underneath your eyes. And what I thought was cool, if you didn't know what hydrogel means, is it's a water suspended in a gel matrix. So it's like you're literally putting water right on your eyes. So if you want to catch that, I thought it was really cool wording, water suspended in a gel matrix. That's hydrogel. So you're just like putting straight up moisture underneath your eyes and you leave it on for 20 minutes. Like I said, it's like a spa experience from home. So, and you can see Amanda has all the pictures up there. It's great for men and women. And I know that there's some pear ingredients in there. Funny, quick side note, my husband almost convinced my mom to eat these because it had pear in it. He just was messing with her, but it was when they first came out. It was too fun. But anyways, so that's the eye patches. The beauty blotters, the oil absorbing tissues, they really do exactly what they say. So they come in a little package here, but the little package has lots of tissues, 75 in there. And what it does is it's just absorbing the oil that's on top of like makeup or whatever to, even if you don't have makeup on, to absorb the oil without disturbing the makeup. I always think of movies like, I'm gonna go powder my face, or like, so you're gonna go take care of your excess oil real quick. So it's a really great like purse item to have around, especially if you go and work out. So does that another question? If you're working out like me, obviously.
Yeah. We look pretty glamorous for working out tonight, don't we?
I know. But if I don't know if you guys have any questions about that, but all the special solutions, a lot of hydration options.
Yes. So these are called the 11s. If you see somebody that frowns, like, man, I got to get my 11s fixed. And these a lot of times are called parentheses. So if she's like, I have deep parentheses, that's what she's talking about. Crow's feet, I like to call them laugh lines. Sounds more gentle. I did show you guys those pictures. Did you see those okay? With the hydrogel eye patches. Yeah, they're wonders. So how I like to do those at my parties in person is I have them do one, and while it's sitting, they do their spa treatment. So they'll put on like their moisture mask or their facial peel, whatever they choose. And then we play a game, we do a referral game, we do satin lips, and then they take those off and they immediately can see a difference between their eyes. So they only get one eye treatment. If they want the other, they got to buy the product, but that sells a lot of hydrogel eye patches. So Bethany, did you want to start with any clinical solutions, or do you want me just do that?
No, I can go ahead and start.
Okay.
So with the clinical solutions, I know we've mentioned it a lot through tonight's training stuff. Just when you're starting that retinization process, what to use, not use. I'm not going to talk about that too much. I think Amanda might talk about a little bit more than because I'm still learning a lot on those too. But because of that, so the first part is the retinol 0.5. I have mine as well. These little guys. Okay. So the first part is the retinol 0.5. It has a concentrated amount of retinol. That is what like sets this apart, because we have other products that have retinol in them, but this has a concentrated amount on it, which is the reason we have to be so kind of cautious a little bit with what we're putting with it, because it can be rough on your skin if you're not treating it the right way. Helps with wrinkles, uneven skin tone, facial firmness, preventing aging, reversing aging, but you can use it as a supplement. You don't need to just use it by itself, because it doesn't have like a cleanser with it. It's going to be the retinol and then the calming, restoring milk. And what the calming, restoring facial milk, what it's doing is it's helping balance this until you can get to where you can use a more concentrated retinol amount, because this is going to help with calming. The milk is going to help with calming the irritated skin after you've used the retinol, or just depending where you are in the retinization process, is whether you're mixing it or you're going to put on a little bit of the milk after. It just kind of depends where you're at in that process. And this has plant oils, and it just gives that direct boost of the fatty acids to like counteract the retinol, and not counteract, that's not the right word, to calm it down, restore it, like it says in the name. There you go. You can go ahead, Amanda.
Awesome. Okay, so yeah, I am going to add a little bit to that, because we definitely want people on skincare system first. So this is something that is going to definitely be added in. Now, retinol is not something that we use when we're pregnant or when we're nursing or trying to get pregnant. So there's going to be people who can't use this system, okay? Or anybody who has to use acne products. So if they're like on dermatological type products, they probably can't use the retinol. But it is, what's that word? Dermocosmetics. So it's a combination of bringing like the beauty industry with skincare and anti-aging industry. So Mary Kay, again, has created, there's no other company that's created a retinization process and at a price like this. So if you want to get retinol, you're going to pay a pretty penny from your doctor. And then they just said, go use this 5 times a week. And a lot of people can't get through the skin adjusting to it. Well, Mary Kay created that process, which this comes in every single clinical solutions kit, and it tells you exactly when to apply it and how frequently and how to mix it so that our skin starts to adjust to it. But again, our skin cells, like our skin naturally around age 20, slow down the collagen and the elastin process. It also has a slowdown in the skin cell turnover. So as early as 20, people can start using this as a preventative because it's going to continue to produce the elastin, the collagen in the skin. And then when our skin cells turn over, do you guys know like every 28 days we have new skin because our skin cells die and we have new skin cells that resurface. So the faster that that process happens, the fresher we have, like the faster we have fresh skin. So when that starts slowing down, that's why we start getting dull, dingy, fine line, old looking skin. So if we can continue that process, it keeps us looking healthier. The retinization process only offered by Mary Kay. It has 0.5% pure retinol. So this is definitely different than the retinol that's in the repair line, because the repair line has retinol derivatives. So it's not pure retinol. It has like a time-released retinol that releases over time. So it's super gentle to the skin and it works wonderful. This is going to be something that if they want more improvement to their skin, okay? In a clinical testing, 100% of women experienced an increase in skin smoothness and radiance. So you use a teeny tiny bit of retinol. The first 2 weeks you mix it with the milk, and then the next 2 weeks you follow it with the milk, and then you start upping the amount that you use. So you guys can learn about this, use it on yourself if you can or want to. The facial milk, Bethany did a really good job at talking about what that does. It's great for anyone that has any irritation in their skin, not necessarily just for retinol customers. And then you can apply the facial milk day and night, even on top of makeup. So it's not really like just a one-time thing or only when you're using retinol. It can be something that can be used daily. And then of course at night is when you do the actual retinol. So I have some great pictures here. Let's move over here right quick. So again, you can see the fine lines and wrinkles, but it's great for sun damage. And it's great for sun damage because it has that skin cell turnover. Okay, so that dead skin is being removed, and it's also firming up the skin. It's helping with fine lines and wrinkles. This is between 8 weeks for the woman. And then this is, what is that? Not even 8 weeks, or not even 4 weeks there.
3 weeks, yeah.
Yeah. So men can use this as well. I think we've noticed this is not a woman's industry anymore. Again, so around her mouth, this is probably a hormonal thing. So you'll meet women who, when they get pregnant, they get the pregnancy mask, which looks like a mustache, and it's pigmentation around their mouth or a beard. And sometimes it doesn't go away. And that's a big deal for a lot of women, you know? So this will help with that pigmentation. And then that was an 8-week difference there. And then over here on the right-hand side, this is, I think, so September 20th to November 11th. So you guys can see a difference in her cheeks and the uneven of her skin tone. And also the wrinkles, like you guys see it around her eyes. Okay, guys, what questions do we have about any of this? Can use it when getting my eyebrows waxed at a salon. Okay, so you do want to avoid the eye area and the brows, and they say test it on your neck. Okay, so, you know, like I kind of just did a little bit where I needed to until I made sure my skin was okay with it. I used the milk pretty much frequently until I was good, you know, making sure that I didn't have any irritation. Then you might test it on like one side of your neck one night, make sure. But yeah, you want to avoid your eyebrows, and especially if you're going to get waxed, you know, the next day or that day, you don't want to do it that night. Yeah, helps with irritation from allergies. That's awesome. Okay, what else? What other questions do you guys have? I'll take a picture real quick. Say cheese. Yay. Okay, Bethany, did you have a fun game?
Well, it's not necessarily a game, but it is some like workout question.
Okay, hold on. I think Rachel had a question.
Okay.
One of my kids at work got play makeup on a stuffed animal and it's white. Can we use the oil-free makeup to get off stuffed animals?
You can certainly try. You might also try the micellar water.
Okay, I didn't quite know on that. So
Or
thank
throw
you.
that bad boy in the washer machine.
It has batteries, so it's non-optional.
Okay. Try it.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
to test it out.
Yeah.
Okay, so the most important part when you're working out is to hydrate. Yeah, right? Okay, so we talked about a lot of different ways that you can hydrate your skin, whether it be around your eyes or all over your face. So my question would be, if you could choose one or two of like the major supplements of hydration for yourself, how do you prefer to hydrate?
Ooh, are we going around the room?
Yeah, like we're gonna I'll call you out. So I'm just gonna go by the gallery. Okay, you ready? Then I'll give you 5 seconds think time. Okay, then hold the bubble in your mouth. Just kidding. All right. Sorry, I had to do that for the teachers in the room. Okay. All right, Robin, how do you prefer to hydrate?
I like the eye patches and the purple stuff, which is the oil-free hydrating gel.
Okay, Julina, how do you prefer to hydrate?
I like the the oil-free the oil-free hydrating gel. I like that one. And the extra emollient night cream. Okay, bubble in my mouth.
Okay, Shannon, how do you like to hydrate?
Terrible at this, but the eye patches.
Rachel.
The eye patches.
Makisha. Oh, she missed the question.
Sorry. No, I was struggling trying to get my mute button off.
Okay.
I like the patches and the pink stuff. Shh.
Okay. Renee.
I'm probably gonna go with just like everyone else, the eye patches and maybe the pink stuff.
Okay. Carrie.
The moisture renewing gel mask and the firming eye cream.
Christina.
The eye patches and the firming cream.
Jessica.
All right. I actually really like the extra emollient cream, and the lip primer has actually really made a big difference in my lips because I am a smoker and it's huge.
Hi.
Yes. Amanda. Hi. Your last name. Sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine. Actually, funny that you asked this question tonight because I finally used for the first time the moisture gel mask last night. So, and now I feel like I'm too moisturized. So
that's how I made my husband try that one. He's like, no, this is a bad choice for me. I'm definitely not. I don't need this mask.
yeah, well, and then wearing a mask. So now I have a zit on my chin, but it's all good.
It's all right.
We got something else for that, right?
Right.
That's my new famous line. I got something for that.
Yes. Okay, Amanda, what about you?
You guys, I am a serum C+E girl. I love it. If I could put it all over my body, which I kind of do, I do.
Mine would, oh, sorry.
Good.
I didn't know if you had another one. I said mine would be the extra emollient night cream for my feet and the hydrogel eye patches for the spa. I think you probably could tell that by the way I talked about him. Okay, I have one other really quick question, if it's okay.
Yeah.
With you guys. Okay. Because I was like, I'm so clever with my workout question. Okay. After a workout with extra sweat, okay, that you worked real hard, what tools would help with the after part or preventing? I'm quizzing your knowledge. And this can be anyone can shout it out. Or I'm going to call on you.
Can you repeat the question, please?
Yeah. After a workout with extra sweat or before this workout that you know is going to be extra hard, what's a way that you can help it after or prevent it?
Primer.
Waters after.
That was the main ones I was thinking. Woo! High five for you. Okay, that was my 2 questions for you.
Okay, I do have some scenarios. We can totally skip scenarios, but if you guys like it, and that way it gives you an idea of what to pick, we can do it. I have 3. We can do 1, 2, or 3, or 0. It's up to you guys.
Let's at least do 1.
Okay. Scenario number 1. This woman has normal skin. She's in her teens. She already uses the botanical line. She's noticed that her skin is starting to get extra dry around her nose and a little bit red. And I'm also starting to get some blackouts on my chin and my forehead. But my mom has started to let me wear mascara and CC cream. What should I add in or help to fix my skin issues?
Mix and mask. Charcoal mask, a moisture mask.
And why?
The charcoal mask will help with the breakouts on the chin, and the moisture mask will help with the dryness on the nose.
Perfect. Okay. Anything else that you might add in? There's no like right or wrong. It's just, you know.
I was thinking maybe the tone correcting serum in some like in those target areas to help with the I don't know. I think I would have to listen to the scenario again, but
yeah,
I was like, after Carrie said that, I'm like, oh, that's probably really good.
Yeah.
That's the best
Mix
advice.
and max for sure. She's starting to use mascara and foundation. Is there anything else she might want to add in?
Extra emollient night cream.
Primers.
Or the purple stuff you mentioned, mixing it in with the foundation. That was something to help with a little bit of extra moisture on her nose. Maybe just mixing it in with a little bit of the foundation on her nose.
Mm-hmm. Well, I was thinking
That's exactly what I was gonna say.
Yeah. Well,
I was gonna say that, but I wasn't sure.
So she might want to start using oil-free eye makeup remover and the micellar water to remove makeup and eye makeup. Questions are great too. Like, well, tell me a little bit more about that, you know, and we talked about that last week. So, okay, guys, that's it. Next week, we have glamour. So come back for session 3. We're going to talk about color cosmetics, how to fill pocket number 3, and